made like a Rushmore for all the biggest clubs. Next one is Atletico Madrid. It's a lot of recency bias because this is the best Atletico. I have Koke, Griezmann, Oblak, and Godin. I think potentially Felipe Luis deserves a shout.
Oh, Black Griezmann. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know too much about Atleti.
Maybe Falcao, but I don't think he was there for too long.
Yeah. Is there anyone
Oh,
from the past maybe?
he's saying Fernando Torres, but Fernando Torres was there when he was young. Then he left.
Yeah.
Like majority of his time and his peak was away from. I was thinking Juan Fran, maybe. Who were you gonna say? Yeah. It is a lot of recency bias because, like legacy wise, it's like DJ. If PSG win the UCL this season, Dembele has a better legacy at PSG than Mbappe because
What?
legacy is a lot about the biggest competitions. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think that Dembele needs to
I
do
mean,
it for a couple more seasons, though.
no, I think if Dembele, especially as the leader and scoring
Yeah.
the goals, if he leads us to a UCL, I mean that's already a bigger legacy than Neymar, Mbappe, Ibra. How much it hurts, that's just how it is, unfortunately.
Does Haaland have a bigger City legacy than Aguero?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough then. Yeah, we can skip Atleti. Not skip, but we can move on to the next one.
Philip Ruiz. Atleti's biggest legend is Simeone. Yeah, but he's the manager. Asset. This
I mean,
is
shit,
only what they
put
do.
him on, bro. I don't want
I
to see
know he
copy
played there
paste
as
on
a
this
player
one.
as well.
You can
I
put
mean,
him
yeah,
on just for the sake of it. Man.
Simeone. It
We don't
wouldn't
need
be a
to
Mount
copy paste.
Rushmore. It would be just one
Yeah,
guy.
just him.
That's
Yeah.
Diego Simeone.
Nah, come on. Respect Griezmann, no black. Respect Griezmann, no black.
Yeah, I mean, not compared to Simeone. And then
Yeah.
Bayern, I have Lam, Neuer, Muller, and Gerd Muller.
We left off the Kaiser,
Kaiser.
France Beckenbauer.
Oh. Okay, great shout. I
I
would
mean,
swap him for
I'm taking off Muller, bro. I'm sorry. Muller
Muller.
can
Yeah,
no,
Muller,
Muller
Muller.
can
Yeah,
sit.
Beckenbauer for Muller.
Yeah, Muller. Yeah, come on now. Wait,
Okay,
which
Lam,
Muller?
Neuer, Beckenbauer,
Which Muller though?
Thomas,
Okay,
Thomas.
okay, all right. Wait, where's Lewa? Oh, are we not? He's not. He's not pure German.
No. Just like Bayern have these legends that were there for like since academy days, nearly like
Nah. I
10
hear that. I
plus
hear that. I
years.
hear that. Yeah.
But yeah, Beckenbauer 100% instead of Muller. This is PSG.
Okay, let's see. You got Neymar, Mbappe,
Once again, a lot of recency bias because this
Thiago
is the
Silva.
most
Okay.
biggest time for PSG.
Um. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think you could argue maybe like Di Maria, over Neymar, but
Oh,
I think Mbappe.
Neymar.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Mbappe, Thiago Silva are like solidified. Zlatan, I'd say, because he was like the first sort of big star, the face of like the new QSI project. Um, and then Neymar, I think Neymar obviously like he's like legacy is a bit more like iffy, I think for a lot of people, but because of just the level he played at his best, I think you can put him on there. But
I think Neymar has a bigger legacy than Mbappe. I think Neymar has a bigger legacy than Ibra.
no, I can't see that. Like I just think with Neymar, like he missed just way too many games. Like he can't have bigger legacy than Mbappe. Mbappe is come on now. That's
Neymar took us to Champions League final, something Mbappe could never do.
he didn't take us there. He was part of the team. He didn't take us there by
Well, He,
himself.
he, he was the main. He was the main man that took us. Mbappe has never been able to do that as the main man.
I mean, you can't. One man can't carry a team. Like Mbappe, come on. Like, Mbappe has
We
God
just
knows
said
how
the
many
same
goals
thing
for
about
PSG.
Neymar. We just said the same thing about Neymar.
What
Like,
do you mean?
yeah, one man can't take, but I'm saying
Yeah,
you be the leading man, offensive leading man to take them to a UCL final. Mbappe could never.
I think
Neymar
Thiago
did.
Silva was just as important getting to that UCL final as Neymar.
Yeah, and
I
that's
think
why Thiago Silva is here.
yeah, like no, but what I'm saying is that I don't like how people like give the 1920 run to the final as like, oh, that's Neymar did it. It's like no, like there were
I'm not saying
everyone on the
just saying
everyone on that team.
when
Kimpembe was
the
great,
team when the team
Bernat was great.
relied on one attacker to win them games offensively. Mbappe could never. Mbappe could never be relied upon as much as Neymar. The only two seasons we've relied upon Mbappe was
21, 22, yeah,
21, 22, and 2021.
20.
That's it.
No, I think even in 2021, like They were remember that group stage. Mbappe was stinky for quite a while. Like it
I
was
know. I'm. It's simply not. I'm simply looking at
just the
not.
knockouts. Yeah, just the
Yeah, yeah,
knockouts.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Fair enough. Then.
Verratti over Ibra.
Verratti over.
Is that
I'm
the
having
thing that
Verratti
takes
over
down
Neymar before
Ibra?
Verratti over Ibra. If I'm being honest.
No, because the thing that takes down Ibra, first of all, the maximum he reached was the quarterfinals of the Champions League.
But more, you can't just
Second of
look at
all,
it
he
off
was only
Champions
here
League.
for 4 years.
I think for
His
4 years,
legacy.
he
Mount
played as many games as
Rushmore is
Neymar
about the
did for us.
success of the club. What part of success were you part of the club and the impact you had? And I love Ibra,
Yeah,
but we have to be honest. He was only here 4 years as well.
I think for 4 years, and he's played as many games as Neymar. I'm pretty sure. Like we can't just look at it over years. You have to look
No,
at games
we
played as
still
well.
look at it over years because yes, Neymar was injured, but Neymar was still there for longer.
No,
Thiago
but
Silva, for example,
was
he
he
was
there for
there
longer if he
9.
played less games though? Like if you were there but you weren't
Uh,
actually there, then why does you being there matter?
because he was here for a longer time. I don't
But
know
he
what,
wasn't
how
playing
we
though. He
think
was on the
about.
bench. He wasn't contributing anything. He was on the bench, injured.
Yeah, but he was still here for a longer time. Like Neymar was at
Well,
PSG.
just like the seasons.
No, just Neymar was here for a longer time. I don't know why.
But if okay, Mo,
It's like
if a player is here for 8 years, but you
had a lot
never
of
play,
injuries and missed a lot of games.
but
That doesn't like take
yeah,
down his legacy.
okay, but Verratti in the 12 years he was here, he still played a shit ton of games though. Like Neymar missed half the games he was at PSG for.
Yeah, but even if you look at it, Verratti's average, like Verratti wasn't part of our Champions League run, for example.
Okay, but like no one's gonna argue what Verratti like his career though at
I know,
PSG.
but this is the legacy. This is the big moments.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be on my Mount Rushmore, it's about what have you done for the club to impact it successfully. And obviously, all of these guys have done
Yeah.
elite stuff in the league. So I'm strictly looking at Champions League, and that's for me the only thing that minuses Ibra. Maybe if he came at another time at PSG, with
What did Neymar do for us in Champions League?
took us to our first Champions League
He
final.
didn't take us to the first final, Mo. You gotta stop saying
Our
that,
first
bro.
Champions
He
League
didn't
final
take us anywhere.
as
Like
the main man. Ibra was the main man.
he was the main man because he was the
Pop was
face
the
of the
main
team.
man.
He wasn't any more important to the team than Thiago Silva was.
He was the main man. I'm strictly talking about attackers as a main man. When Barca win the Champions League, you say Messi led them to the Champions.
Which Champions League?
He was the main man. But
Which
Xavi,
Champions League?
Iniesta, Piqué, Dani Alves, all of these players were very
But
good.
Neymar isn't half the player Messi is though, so we can't compare that.
Again, I have no clue what that has to do with anything.
No, because you use the comparison of Messi leading them to Champions League. Neymar isn't a third of the player that Messi is though, so let's not act like that's a
I mean,
comparison.
that's wrong. But again, I have no.
You
clue.
think Neymar is a third of the player Messi was?
I think Neymar is the closest player to Messi I've seen.
Okay, he might be close in
Better.
like stylistically,
Third-
but he is not. He's not even a third of the player Messi was, bro. Like, come on, let's be real. Now.
Absolutely, but look, absolutely no. But that has nothing to do with it. I'm strictly talking what leading the main line has means. Like you
okay.
were the leading man to take us to that final.
Okay, so 17-18, yeah, he missed what? Okay, knocked out in the round of 16. He played one knockout game. 17-18 group stage, he was great. I'll give you that. Fine. 18-19 missed both knockout games. Group stage again, he was great. Fine. 19-20, he was great. Quote unquote led us. 2021 missed both games against.
I have no clue what that is supposed to mean.
Because he wasn't playing in the biggest moments. He wasn't playing.
Again, that doesn't matter. Why? Because we're talking about what has he done for the club. What has he done? What has Neymar? What can Neymar say to Ibra? I did, you never did.
Oh my god.
What Neymar has, Mbappe can't say. Ibra can't say they have.
What does Neymar have that Mbappe can't say?
Di Maria can say, even though he was the second fiddle.
What does Neymar have that Mbappe can't say he has?
Took us to the Champions League final.
Oh my god.
You know that Mbappe has 0 semi-final goals?
What, in the Champions League?
Mbappe last season, DJ.
Yeah.
We were up against fucking Dortmund.
No, Mbappe was stinky against Dortmund. Yeah, I agree. No, I agree with that. I agree. He was stinky against Dortmund.
And that definitely hampers his legacy when he was the main man, when the team was
okay. But Mo, why does Neymar never been available in the Why does Neymar never been available in Champions League? Why does that not impact him then?
It impacts him as much as Mbappe being available and being stinky. Like Mbappe was available, but he was ass. So I think it's like ±1.
Okay, so if you're weighing
better
up
for Neymar's legacy that he was injured than actually being on the pitch and stinking it up. Because you
Yes,
mentioned
if
Neymar
you're
missed
weighing
the
up
game versus
legacy, right?
United, Mbappe stunk
Yeah.
it up. Neymar missed the second leg versus Madrid, Mbappe stunk it up. All these games that Neymar missed, Mbappe
Okay, you're
stunk it up.
saying 17, 18 second leg, right? Not the 21,
17,
22.
18, second leg, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
If
18,
okay, so
19,
if
both.
you're okay, how about let me like ask you to look at it another way, yeah. If we're looking at it as like a cup, right? You're filling up a cup. So your legacy, you keep adding to it, adding to it, adding to it, right? If you're unavailable to play in the games, then you're unable to add to that legacy. If Mbappe is actually playing and he's available, scoring 50 goals every season, he's adding on to that legacy, you
But
know? Even though
yeah,
he might not have reached the
I agree.
highs that
I agree.
Neymar might
If
have
you say
reached, but
this is Neymar's legacy going
okay,
into the 18-19 season, and as you
okay.
said, he's injured, so
Yeah,
it doesn't go up, it doesn't go down, right?
right, right, okay.
Mbappe was playing and he was ass, which means his legacy goes down.
Okay, but it in okay.
I don't care about stat padding in League One, man. That's not why
Okay,
we
but
paid him
but but the thing is,
1.5 billion
I don't think
plus
that's
him a
fair
year.
though. Like, I don't think you can just judge like a player's contribution solely off like a handful of Champions League games though, because the 33 goals Mbappe scored.
That's what the legacy is. That's what, as
So
I said,
you think the legacy is just
Dembele
about Champions League?
it's about the most like successful thing. And as I said, all of these guys have done it in the league. So the only thing then that
But
can
certain guys
differentiate
did it
between
to a
them
higher level
is the
though.
Champions League.
Certain guys did it to a high level. That's why Mbappe being the top scorer of all time, I think that counts for a lot more than you're giving it credit.
Kylian Mbappe is the top scorer because of the longevity. Yeah, and that's why Kylian Mbappe is on the list. That's legit, probably the only thing that has him here
But
instead of
I'm saying
Verratti
that's why he
with
should be,
Angel Di Maria.
and that's why he should be above Neymar. I'm saying in the sort of like longevity argument because
Why? Because of his stat padding in Ligue 1?
yes, because if it was so easy to be like you're just completely disregarding like the value in being actually available and playing football. Like when you miss half the games,
Why would that impact the legacy? I don't
why
understand
why
how
does
it
playing
impact the
football
legacy.
impact your legacy?
No, him being injured, how would that impact his legacy?
Because
As long as
one
when
guy
he
is
wasn't
adding to
injured, he
it.
did something.
Okay, so
I just
every
think
game,
Mbappe
Mo,
was
every
there and he was
yeah,
still ass.
yeah,
Like,
Mo, in every game you play adds to your legacy because you're adding more onto it. So if you're
not,
missing half
not
the
if you have a
games,
shit game. If you have a shit game, it takes down your legacy. That's why I just said Mbappe in the big Champions
why
League
should I go down in
took down
comparison
his
to someone
legacy.
who doesn't even play though? I don't see how that makes sense.
We just agreed
Yeah,
that if you or
if you
if
play
you're injured
poorly,
and miss the game, it
yeah,
doesn't affect
you
your
take stuff
legacy
out.
positively or negatively. That's why a lot of PSG fans will say that Neymar, on his purpose, made injuries to himself. That takes down his legacy. I don't see it that way. What I see though is Mbappe was there,
Yeah,
and his memorable stinker versus 18-19
yeah,
that definitely takes down his legacy. His four stinkers in a row versus Barca twice
yeah.
and Dortmund that definitely takes down his legacy.
Oh,
That
okay.
that's all I'm
Yeah,
saying. I'm
that's
just
fair.
saying
That's fair.
Neymar can sit at the table, and as I've said, DJ, if
Yeah.
Dembele leads us, he's getting into this Mount Rushmore. Like he's the biggest legend in PSG history. Dembele, if he wins us the Champions League immediately, especially as the
Uh,
leading man. Dembele this season, DJ, he has 7 non-penalty goals in the Champions League. That's that's the same amount as Mbappe's best Champions League season, I think, or even one more. I think Mbappe's best is 6 Champions League goals in one campaign, including group stages.
to be fair,
I,
Mbappe didn't play he didn't play 8 group stage games and the playoffs. So it's a bit
Dembele didn't
different.
either.
What do you mean?
Didn't either.
Well, he missed two
Dembele
group
missed
stages.
the
Yeah,
Arsenal game
yeah,
and
you're right. You're
the,
right. He missed two group stages.
the so that I don't like to see legacy like this, but this is unfortunate how it's seen. Um, and like the issue is DJ. I think in 5-10 years, if we win 1 to 2 to 3 Champions Leagues,
Hmm.
this is gonna be filled with the new squad. All of these
I don't.
guys,
I don't think it will. To be honest, like, there's nothing anyone playing in the team now can do to have a bigger legacy than Thiago Silva. Like, I really, I just don't like. If Pacho can win 3 Ballon d'Ors, no, Pacho can win 3 Champions League. He's not gonna have a better leg like PSG because what you also have to factor in is what these guys did at the start. There would be no PSG today. We wouldn't know who Vitinha was today if
and,
if
and
Thiago Silva and what's his name Ibra didn't build PSG to what they are today. I think that's another part of it you also have to look at.
I do agree with that. But if Vitinha has like 3 Champions Leagues, having insane amount of big Champions League top performances,
Yeah.
I agree with Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva for me right here because he's number one. He's, in my opinion, the biggest PSG legend, at
Yeah,
least post
I agree with
PSI.
that. Yeah.
Why it's so hard to remove him? Because he was the captain as well, and we
Hmm.
don't have that captain material in this team. I think out
No.
of all our players, DJ, the players that can come into this 11 now as quickly as possible. Not now, but
In the
Hakimi,
future. Yep.
Vitinha, and
Hmm.
Dembele.
Yep.
I
I
think they
agree
are
with
the
that.
three players that can first start knocking on this door. Then you got Nuno Mendes as well. He's already been here for 3, 4 seasons. He's been very good.
Yeah, I think Nuno is still quite a way away. I think with Zlatan, I think has a similar argument to Thiago in that like he was one of the foundational pillars. But I think, like you said, he was only here for 4 seasons, so maybe
Yeah,
in time he can start to fade away in comparison to some other players. You know.
exactly. And
Yeah.
Orlin is saying Rai. Um,
Oh,
as I said
yeah.
earlier, for me, it's all about the successful period. If you look at, for example, we went to the Barca thing. Barca has existed for 120 years, but all of this is recency bias in their most successful period.
Yeah.
That's just unfortunately how a Mount Rushmore, how legends, how legacies are seen. It's the most successful time of a club. Those people are going to be part of it. Madrid, all of these were most successful parts, most success. Even Atletico Madrid here, most successful parts. That's just how it is.
Yeah. Also, I think you can argue like Safet Susic has a better argument than Rido for the Mount Rushmore.
Okay. Again, I don't know enough about Rai and Susic, especially like comparisons wise. All I know is both are PSG legends. I think Susic is our second top assister of all time
Yeah.
because Maria broke his record. With Wea, no, Wea impact wise was very huge, legacy wise. It took us our first Champions League semi final. I think if you made this before QSI, Wea would be there. But then Wea was also here for a very short time. Um, Thoughts on Mbappe being there? No, look. I hate Mbappe as a person. He let us down many times, but Mbappe is a PSG legend. I've never, swung away from that. And he's done a lot of great stuff for this club. So yeah. Moving on from Paris Saint Germain, I have AC Milan, Baresi, Van Basten, Nesta, and Maldini. Very defender minded right here. Could you think of anyone that's missing?
Um. Uh. Not. No, I don't think. No, I think that's fine. Um. Maybe maybe you could argue like someone over Van Basten because obviously his career got cut short. But I think winning what was it 2 or 3 Ballon d'Ors he won in a short space of time. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah like
In the most successful Milan period.
right. So like it
Maybe
would be
like
hard.
a Ruud Gullit and Ray Carter were there at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. But I think
Um,
beyond that, like it's fine. Yeah. Like I think if you're saying Kaka, what is the Ballon d'Or
yeah,
in '07, I think. But then at that same time, Van Basten won 3 Ballon d'Ors. So you know
yeah.
how do you weigh that up? Yeah,
Pirlo is a good shout, but that's only if he didn't go to Juve for a long time of his career as well.
yeah. But Pirlo didn't play for Inter, right?
This is my Barca Mount Rushmore. Anyone you would swap?
Carlos Puyol, probably.
For who?
Good question. Mm, PK,
I
you
was.
can say.
Ooh. You think Piqué was bigger than Puyol?
Oh, maybe not as a icon legend, but as a player, yes.
Yeah, as a player, he was better, but like Mount Rushmore is more like I don't know, like symbol.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
People saying Dino,
He wasn't here for that long.
Cruyff. Yeah, Cruyff is a great
I,
shout.
I
The
didn't
only
really see him.
minus thing for Cruyff is for me is that a lot of his legacy is as a manager. Like what did you do for Barca as a player?
Oh, I thought this was recently. Okay, yeah, Cruyff. Yeah, probably Cruyff has to be there.
But what did you do for Barca as a player?
Yeah. Mm. Did he win this our first Champions League or no? That was um
No, he was. Wasn't he the
Coleman, I
manager?
think. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he won you as the manager. That's the thing.
What's this?
Maybe Coleman can be there instead of
Uh,
Carlos Puyol.
Mount Mount Rushmore for all the biggest clubs.
How you go Puyol over Cruyff?
Because Cruyff as a player, not as a
Hmm.
manager, but as a player, I don't. I think his legacy is not as strong as Puyol as a player for Barca.
What about Dani Alves and Busquets as well? I'd have Busquets over Xavi.
Uh,
Busquets over
no, no, no,
Xavi?
no.
Yeah, I'd have Busquets
Bus-
over Xavi.
Why? Because he stayed for longer.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Xavi was there before also.
yeah,
Like Busquets became a starter when Pep came in.
yeah.
Like
I,
Xavi was
I,
starting, I
I
think
also
since
think
'03
like
maybe.
because Busquets, like he's obviously the greatest DM ever. You cannot argue that over Xavi. But I think Busquets over Puyol is a solid one though. I think,
I don't know, like Puyol captain as well.
but I don't think Puyol was better than Busquets, was he?
Like that's the thing. Like we even both me and Phil think Piqué is better than Puyol, like as a
Well,
player.
my
But
take
I'm
was so
talking like
bad.
legacy for the club.
Phil left. He said, "I ain't hearing this shit." No, but that's decent. Yeah, I mean, fair enough then.
For Madrid, I have
Okay.
Cristiano Ronaldo, Di Stefano, Casillas, and Sergio Ramos.
How far is Big Ben's away from being on this route? Is he fifth or sixth?
Ooh.
Did you consider Zizou as well?
No, Zizou wasn't there for too long. Only won one UCL.
Okay. Alright.
For me, the fifth man, I think is Modric.
Modric over Benzema. Okay, that's a solid take.
And then you got Pushkas as well from old time.
Yeah. How good was Di Stefano?
Like he was the like he was part of when they stopped had UCLs in the 60s.
Okay. All right.
Like
Um,
in Madrid's official website, they have
yeah.
him as the number one legend in the club's history.
Okay. All right. Then fair enough. Oh,
But yeah, Modric and Benzema, good suggestions. Um, yeah, I think those are all the only two good, and Pushkas. Those three are the good suggestions that could potentially get a spot here. But I think Casillas is from the academy. Ramos, obviously huge captain as well. Ronaldo, Di Stefano. Like this, Ronaldo was part of the second time they Stap had a UCS. Di Stefano was there for the first one.
right.
Um,